Mabuhay! Hello everyone, my name is Carmen Garcia and I'm the President of Filipino Communities Council of Australia, FILCCA, the national peak body representing Filipinos who now make up the 5th largest ethnic group here in the country. The 22nd of May is the declared Philippines-Australia Friendship Day, and this year, in 2021, will signify the 75th anniversary of Australian-Philippines diplomatic ties. A range of initiatives at a national and local level will be held throughout the month of May in the theme of Mateship and Bayanihan. This recognises the spirit of unity, friendship and cooperation among our two countries and has been evidenced in many examples of collaboration and contribution at a social, cultural and economic level. We've seen great gestures of this friendship and support from all tiers of government and the wider community. To stand united in recognising the importance of our collective impact, from planned flag-raising events to community initiatives led by our local Filipino state councils. A special thanks to Premier Honourable Stephen Marshall and his Assistant Minister, Honourable Jing Lee, here in my very home state of South Australia, who will be hosting a state reception at Parliament House. Mayor Michael Coxon and the City of West Torrens, here also in Adelaide, will be unveiling a friendship bench in the local council area to commemorate this very important anniversary celebration. I wish to personally thank Her Excellency Helen de la Vega and the Philippine Ambassador to Australia and her team at the Embassy, who have worked tirelessly to showcase our Filipino contributions and lead this recognition in celebrating such an important milestone for our two countries' history. I'm truly proud and honoured to be the youngest and first Australian-born President of FILCCA, and honoured to continue to play my part in highlighting the success of Filipinos who continue to make a profound contribution to our multicultural story here in Australia. This international friendship is something worth commemorating, and my executive team at FILCCA wanted to personally extend their own well wishes to the some 300,000 Filipinos that now call Australia home. Maraming salamat po.
My name is Sylvie, FILCCA Vice President. This year marks the 75th anniversary celebration of the Philippine-Australia diplomatic relations. Filipino-Australians in all states and territories will be holding events to celebrate and commemorate this milestone. I congratulate everyone as we take pride in our diplomatic relations and bringing Filipinos and Australian communities together as we have made social impact and economic contribution to the Australia society. FILCCA officers, join me in congratulating this milestone celebration. It is with great honor and pleasure to be part of the national peak body in Australia. In Victoria, the 75th celebration is being led under the leadership of the Philippine Consulate in Melbourne, Consul General Maria Lourdes Salcido and the Deputy Consul General Attorney Mandap, supported by Steering Committee of Community Leaders, including yours truly, to organize various activities for this occasion. The Gala Night at Langham Hotel is the official opening event where guests from the government of Victoria through its representatives will be invited in the formal commemoration of the friendship between our two countries. There will be gift giving and souvenir programs will be circulated on the night. Key events: May 22nd, Australian Barbecue Lechon Competition to showcase our lechon style to the Australian community. May 29, night at the Langham Hotel, photo exhibits, cultural presentation, serenade condiment. The celebration will be covered by SBS, Pinoy TV, and other media group. June 12, Philippine Independence, flag raising ceremony at Federation Square, followed by a free concert and food fair celebration at SeaWorks Williamstown. This is a family event and we stream live in regional Victoria and overseas to watch, and other multicultural groups will be invited to share these special occasions. Filipinos in Victoria will continue to nurture a long-standing friendship. We have contributed enormously to this country, and the Philippines has also benefited bilaterally from its diplomatic relationship with Australia. Congratulations on the 75th anniversary of the Philippines-Australian diplomatic relations. Mabuhay ang Philippines and Australia. Thank you.
And mabuhay to all Filipinos and Filipino-Australians and Australians. I'm Roberto Garcia, representing Queensland and Vice President for External Affairs of the Filipino Communities Council of Australia. The FILCCA Board of Management, led by Carmen Garcia, convey our best wishes on this historic milestone of celebrating our 75th formal establishment of diplomatic relations between the Philippines and Australia. May we continue to strengthen those ties. We are thankful to Australia for the opportunity to welcome us and to allow us to contribute with our skills and resources in the safety of democracy that welcomes and recognizes our identity and heritage as Filipinos. allowing us to shape our shared national destiny and contributing extensively to its economic prosperity. We are equally thankful that the Philippine government, through our dedicated diplomatic corps, for looking after the welfare and interests of Filipino citizens in Australia. May 22nd is the Philippine-Australia Friendship Day, reminding us that the Philippines is one of Australia's longest bilateral relations, sharing common interests and democratic values. The link between Australia and the Philippines goes over 100 years, from the 1890s, and we also celebrate a shared strong indigenous heritage. I wish to congratulate and thank the Filipinos for having distinguished themselves with character, strong values, and compassion that continues to earn their place of respect and admiration in Australia in these critical times. Many as frontliners, we are in this journey together. Our people have many times proven their bravery in face of adversity. The 70,000 Filipinos in Queensland and through their communities will be celebrating this event in several activities spread out throughout the year. On behalf of the Filipino-Australian Business Industry and Communities Council of Queensland and Queenslanders, my best wishes to all. Keep safe, celebrate with gratitude for our blessings received. Mabuhay the Philippines and Australia.
Hello everyone, my name is Veronica Pantos and I am the VP of FILCCA Youth Affairs. The Philippines and Australia Friendship Day is on the 22nd of May, when Australia established its Consulate General in Manila in 1946. This year, our two countries is marking 75 years of mateship and bayanihan, founded in shared values and aspirations. To celebrate, 4 key events are occurring, starting with Australia Lights Up the Philippines that runs throughout the month of May. Initiated by FCCWA, Perth to Albany landmarks, icons and public spaces will light up in blue and gold. Keep an eye out for these in your local area: Fremantle, Mandurah, Graham Farmer Freeway, Bell Tower, and the Council House. Then on May 15th from 6 p.m., X Factor winner Cyrus Villanueva will be at the Rocks for the benefit of the 75th Philippines-Australia Friendship Anniversary celebration. And thirdly, on the 22nd of May at the Langley Park from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., we have the Barrio Fiesta, which starts with a mass by Emeritus Archbishop Hickey. There will be 4 big rides, Larong Pinoy and Old Pinoy games, parade of costumes and cultural presentations, and of course, Filipino foods. Fourth, on the May 23rd, the Filipino-Australian community of Western Australia is presenting a gala night from 6 p.m. at the Crown Towers Ballroom with 500 people already booked. During the night, 10 outstanding young women and men will be presented with an award. Plus, all Filipino organizations actively involved in the big event will be presented with a certificate of recognition. More details are on Facebook. Just type 75th Philippines Australia Diplomatic Relations. Also in the morning, FCCWA will present award to volunteers who volunteered their services during the pandemic period. The date is 23rd of May from 10 a.m. at the Burswood Park. Details can be obtained from FCCWA officers. So come and join us and celebrate the 75th Philippines Australia Friendship Day. Mabuhay!
Magandang bati mga kabayan at kapamilya. Ito po si Ben-Hur Winter, and alongside my fellow board members, it has been an honor to be the Secretary of the Filipino Communities Council of Australia, or FILCCA, from 2018 until 2021, which this year, through the theme of Mateship and Bayanihan, also marks the 75th anniversary of diplomatic relations between the Philippines and Australia. The 22nd of May is also a great way to acknowledge the meaningful work of our fellow kababayan in their communities, particularly through the currently difficult times of the coronavirus pandemic. Since March 2020, many have been striving to survive, recover, reconnect, and rebuild their lives. And now, with the vaccine rollout here in Australia, we are very thankful of a more positive future together for our families, loved ones, and community members. So, on behalf of the South Australian Filipino community, mabuhay ang Pilipinas at mabuhay ang komunidad Pilipino dito sa Australia.
Hello and good day, everybody. I'm Sir Nalaja, the Treasurer of the Filipino Communities Council of Australia, FILCCA, representing the Philippine Community Council of New South Wales. This year marks the 75th anniversary of the diplomatic relations and friendship between Australia and the Philippines. This started when the Australian Consulate General Office was opened in Manila on the 22nd of May 1946. And on the 22nd of May 2016, President Benigno Aquino Jr. proclaimed and made a declaration that May 22 is considered the Philippine-Australian Friendship Day. I would like to say thank you for this beautiful friendship, and I know that with God's help and guidance, this bond will continue to grow stronger through the years. To recognize this significant event, the Philippine Community Council of New South Wales will hold this celebration together with the 123rd anniversary of the Philippine independence on the 12th of June. Australia is very warm and welcoming to more than 290,000 Filipinos who made this country their home. In New South Wales, the Filipino community has also played an important role in building the harmonious and diverse society by sharing our vibrant culture and traditions. Mabuhay ang Australia! Mabuhay ang Pilipinas! God bless us all.
Hello! Maligayang bati po sa inyong lahat. I am Cecilia Flores from Canberra in the Australian Capital Territory. I am currently the FILCCA PRO, and I am also representing the Filipino Community Council of the ACT. Happy 75th Philippines-Australia Friendship Day. Proud to call myself Phil Aussie. Here in the ACT, events were held by the Filipino-Australian Associations to mark the significance of the anniversary through educational, health, and social forums. Canberra residents have also participated in the filming of Phil Aussie's stories, organized by the Philippine Department of Tourism, Sydney. Throughout the years, just like the other states, our identities as Filipino-Australians in Canberra were evidenced through numerous combined efforts in keeping people safe during the COVID pandemic, fundraising events for feeding the poor, helping the disadvantaged, and in the restoration and recovery phases of disaster-stricken areas in the Philippines, as well as celebrating Philippine Independence Day and Pasko sa Canberra festivals. Let us keep the fire burning for stronger Filipino-Australian community friendships, and may they last for a very, very long time. So, with great honor and pride, we raise the Philippine and Australian flags together, side by side. Thank you, and mabuhay, Philippines and Australia.